Now, listen, you guys. One thing about the music industry is they will definitely use you and discard you. Because tell me why Ebro is out there throwing the transformer under the bus and basically telling her that the new standard right now is Doechii. Now, who would have thought that in 2025 this is what we would be discussing about? Let us also talk about Drake and this FIFA gig that he might end up getting. And Megan fans are not impressed by a certain journalist who was out there saying that Megan's music motivates them to fight. Chappell Roan is out there with some words about Nicki Minaj and Bongo 2 fans are not having it. We're also going to be talking about Tory Lanez insinuating that while he protected two women, and we're also going to be discussing about the Laffy Taffy alien. Allegedly, it got checked by Lebron James. Now, these are some of the things that we will be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys are doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. First of all, let us talk about this entire situation with Ebro. Now, for those of you who do not know, Ebro, in a recent podcast and in celebration of the women in hip hop, decided to give his two senses about the state of female rap right now. And it seems like his former bestie or former favorite, the Transformer, they are out there telling her that, listen, the new wave is not you, it is none other than Doechii, okay? Ebro in his podcast did say that Doechii is the new standard when it comes to female rap. Now, I don't know, like, using what exactly, because if it's popping, I would believe that of the new girlies in 2025, Cousin Sloth has had more impact, in as far as even the sales, in as far as even the hype. I mean, Cousin Sloth had the likes of Rihanna dancing to her music. So I'm just trying to see what exactly the logic is for him to say stuff like that. But then again, it is Ebro that we're talking about. And the more you pay attention to the music industry and all these mainstream media personalities, the more you realize that they probably are not even consumers of female rap. They just listen to it enough for them to feed you an opinion that pushes the current agenda that the industry has. So they will just pay attention to the music enough for them to be able to say to you consumers that, well, this is who you're supposed to be giving your attention to. It's not even about who they enjoy listening to themselves. When you look at it, it's mostly about who the industry is trying to push and is trying to force onto people. So you would think that there's something like a meeting where they are told, okay, currently we are benefiting from this artist. They're in a 360 or like, so this is who we have to push, and they just go with it. Because I also do find it hilarious that in as much as is now acknowledging that the transformer kind right now, they are not believing that she has anything that she's pushing. You can tell that is very much lenient with the transformer and and her sound more than he is with other people. I mean, this is the same man who was shaming Drake because Drake dabbles into R&B and stuff like that. And Ebro was out there screaming it's a sickness and they're trying to protect the culture. But at the same breath, even up to now, they cannot even hold the Transformer accountable in as far as a lyrical content. So now you just think, what exactly are you saying? Okay. And I could see them uplifting Doechii by, coming against the Transformer, saying that, listen, the Transformers lyrics in the long run, I could see that happening. That's the angle they will come with. Doechii doesn't sing hypersexual songs. She's more about the culture than the Transformer. And it's gonna get interesting, honestly. But I mean, if I do insert what Ebro was saying, you guys could already see that there's a shift that's happening. There's a new person that's being pushed on to the people by the industry. And it's a shame, actually, that every one of these girls actually, fall for this. I mean, last year, but one, it was Bongo 2 that they were trying to push. They tried with Bongo 2, it didn't pay off. And I guess they decided to look for another person. So personally, I'm just going to be like, listen, let's see how everything is going to turn out. But Ebro and the likes do remind me of pastors that don't consume the word of God to understand or get to know God, but pastors that consume the word of God just enough so that they can make people believe in things that they themselves don't even believe in. I mean, I remember watching a confession about a certain pastor saying that I read the word just enough to feed people the word, okay? To feed people even things that I didn't believe in myself. So that's how I look at Ebro. He's pushing a narrative. I don't think he even cares about female rap like that because if he did, up to now, they wouldn't be trying to, give the Transformer some grace for the trashy lyrics that she's always writing. But anyway, let me insert what they had to say, and you guys, I'll catch you after that.
And then you had Doja Cat singing up there, so hip hop was big at the Grammys. Doja Cat was singing, repping the Bond girl. She did Diamonds Are Forever. Yeah, and then shout to Ray too. And then who else? I think I was it for hip hop at the Oscars.
Yeah.
At the Academy Awards. I'm not a big, I can't hold y'all. I don't be tuning in for that.
I couldn't care less.
I'm not a big...
I don't care about none of them movies.
I try to care.
I'm not a big movie person to begin with.
I saw Amelia Perez. Y'all didn't even see Amelia Perez.
I watched Sing Sing.
What's that?
Sing Sing's fire, I heard. I ain't seen it yet.
Sing Sing's about, Coleman Domingo, is that my man's name?
Yeah, that's his name.
He's in jail, and they start a program for prisoners to act, but it actually used prisoners. Like, they were actual prisoners in jail.
And that program still, Sing Sing's upstate New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard.
They still have that program. And I think I'm told, the money, because when you're a ward of the state, you can't make money. Okay. So I think the money that comes from the movie actually goes to help the program keep going.
Yeah, that's hard.
No, you learn something new every day.
Did they win an award?
I ain't watching. I don't know. Do it say in our prep? I got no.
So why'd you bring it up? I thought
because it was nominated. Shout out to the homies. Because I celebrate black art. That's why I said
but
it.
I think you would to celebrate and support. You would tune in and see if it won.
Yeah.
I watched the movie. I supported with my viewing habits.
Okay, that's good enough.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Damn, you hit him with that. It's not enough.
No.
We can't bring that up. We can't do that.
No.
Do better next time.
No.
It's not enough.
Do it. You can't do it.
Well, it is Women's History Month. And International Women's Day is celebrating women in hip hop. And you got obviously the big name on the list always is the great Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
The Billboard Hottest Female Rappers of 2024 list. So shout to all the women in hip hop and Women's History Month. We're gonna get a Doja Cat album this year.
Okay.
What kind of album we getting though? That's the question.
I don't know. I don't know what type of time she gonna be on.
Because last time we got a hip hop album.
Yes, we did.
That was the one you had heard way before.
Yeah, I was telling y'all I was gonna be some heat on there. She was rapping. She can get to these raps.
She got it on.
I'm hearing Cardi B's recording, and she's telling us that she about to go in.
We don't believe you, Cardi.
I mean, she's been saying that for
I want to believe
you.
Yeah, I want to believe it too, but
she said,
I don't believe you.
It's not enough.
What do we? Okay, I think we've had this conversation, but since we're getting closer, like, what do we expect? Where do we think her mind is in regards
Cardi?
to? Yes.
In regards to?
Just creatively, landscape, because the landscape has been filled with a bunch of flourishing.
It has been. When did that first album come out?
2018.
18?
It's been
17?
8 years, bro.
We almost going on a decade.
All I know is I actually went back and listened to that album.
Phenomenal.
And there's heat on there. And the heat that's on there is very personal. Her only path forward, in my opinion, is to get to these raps and be personal.
Well,
I don't think people want another WAP.
No.
I don't think people want,
You can't get WAP 2?
I don't think that's where people's at. I think if it is her and Megan or her and Sexy Red, they need to really kind of be talking shit and be as personal as possible, and the beats gotta be hard. Anything that's too pop, too mainstream is a risk at this point. I think the more she goes back towards the street, and that's tough because she's a mom of 3. She's super wealthy, so it's hard to tap into that.
You get mom raps off. I mean, it's clear what's happening with her and her relationship.
Yeah, but the ribs ain't touching like they used to. The kicks ain't lean.
Yeah, she ain't,
she
ain't hungry. It was ramen.
Her cuticles is well done. It's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
going
through a very public relationship.
But I think that's where I said personal. Street probably shouldn't be the sonically it could feel street, but I think it's got to tap that personal vein.
And you want to hear her being she's always been competitive, but you want to hear her really, really get personal with the competition.
She been beefing with ladies. Like, they can all be in there.
I mean, yes, it can be.
She just
a
got
platter
1.4 million from that blogger lady. She can put it all out. She got stuff. She got ammo.
She's got shit to talk about. Like, let's not get it twisted. Like, it's been damn near a decade. There's a lot of things to acknowledge. The divorce, the children, the rap beefs, politics. There's a lot to put on the table. And out of 8 years, you have a lot to talk about. So I want to see what the evolution of her sound is, her flows, techniques, cadence, and songwriting. There's a lot to develop and digest in 8 years.
Make some bangers.
Well, listen, the landscape is shifted.
Yes.
Because I gave y'all a top 10 list from Billboard for 2024. And some of these people are so active, obviously, and doing great. Like I said, Doechii's gonna be around. Glorilla's still on fire out here. Sexy Red.
Lotto.
Is Nicki Minaj gonna pop up in 2025 with some heat?
Please,
I think if we're talking about where we are today, moving forward, Doechii is the name and I guess the archetype to compete with right now.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have somebody who's got, rapping credibility.
Yep.
Right? Performance credibility.
Yep.
She's gonna have pop success. She's on like a song with the
Jenny from Blackpink.
Jenny from Blackpink. I don't know if you heard her verse on that. But yeah, you gotta make sure you check that verse. It's playing in the background right now. Can we get that? All right, turn it off, we'll get in trouble. But she's the one you gotta pay attention to, and I'm hearing she's supposed to drop another album this year.
She's the bar. She's the standard right now. I would love to see her on tour if, with Kendrick and SZA, her opening up, or whatever. She just came off her own tour.
You keep saying, I think, hasn't he been bringing her up on this tour?
He did.
For a while?
He did do that before. And she even addressed it a long time ago. Like, yo, fam, no.
She didn't say no.
I think she said it like months ago.
She said she don't know.
Yeah, true. She said she don't know.
She said she don't know.
So you think it could be happening? They're not telling us?
I think it's a possibility that it would make sense if that were to happen. I don't have any inside intel, but I think that would make a great trio collection for a tour, for a nice little arena tour. Not like she's not household already.
Well, no, they're arena.
I mean, stadiums, sorry.
Y'all gonna learn the difference between arenas and stadiums.
That was my mistake.
No, by the way, this is not at you.
Okay.
This is at the internet. Y'all gonna learn the difference between football stadiums, baseball stadiums, and basketball arenas.
Right.
Like,
well, there you heard that, you guys. The next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Bongo 2 fans, okay? It seems like they are displeased by a journalist who was fangirling over their favorite. And she was like, listen, when I listen to Megan Thee Stallion's music, it makes me want to fight. And the fans were not having it. They were like, you're telling me that when you listen to Body, you want to dance? Oh my, you want to fight? What do you even mean? And to make matters worse, the particular journalist is YT. And so, of course, they were not having it. And yeah, you guessed it right. They started going in with the Protect Black Woman. Oh my God. The sympathy campaign immediately just came. There are several comments that they started writing to the point where this journalist had no option but to apologize. So this is what some of the fans were saying. They said the R word is loud. And then another person said when she wants to fight. And then another person says Megan doesn't make fighting music. And I agree, she really doesn't make fighting music, but sometimes she does fight with a beat. So yeah, the Bongorians were not having it, you guys. They were like talking over her, unable to keep their composure, calling her violent when she never raps about, the V word and is actually a victim of the V word. And then somebody said Megan doesn't have a single song about fighting. They were so mad. Oh my God. Let me know in the comment section, you guys. Do you think that the journalist was trying to be disrespectful? Let me insert what the journalist said, and then you guys can give me your opinions after you watch that.
Confidence to women everywhere. What do you do when you're not feeling confident?
I start my day with you.
Only you. Oh my God! Wait, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry. We're live.
No, you're laughing. No, I know. No, your music has literally made me want. When I want to fight someone, I listen to your music.
Tearing up?
Because you want to throw that fighting shit out the window and you want to get cute and be a bad bitch. When people are talking shit, I go turn on Megan Thee Stallion.
I look beautiful. I look so great.
Wait, no, you look so good. But I know, because I watched your documentary, you've been through so many dark things.
Yeah.
How do you get yourself up and inspire people?
I've never seen her this passionate.
I just look in the mirror and I'll be like, damn, you that girl.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you are that girl. So go outside and act like you that girl.
No, we love being
then that's how I
outside and
tackle
acting
my
like
day.
that.
I'm crying.
Meg
would be the one that made me cry.
I'm gonna take my pictures.
True, don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry.
Do you cry a lot?
I do cry. I'm a crier.
I love that. What's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh.
I don't cry about much. When I cry,
You give so much confidence to women everywhere. What do you do when you're not feeling confident?
I start my day with you.
Wait,
and only you.
Oh my God! Wait, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry.
No,
We're
now I'm
lying.
crying. No,
This is a live stream.
No, I know. No, your music has literally made.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. So after seeing that, this is what the journalist wrote, in response. They said, interviewing Megan Thee Stallion was a dream of mine. I love her music and it's my go-to whenever I need to boost my confidence before a show. Looking back at the interview, I wish I used any other word except fight to describe how her song impacts me. It was a careless choice of words, and though there was no ill intent, I recognize and acknowledge that what I said has a deeper meaning, and I'm so sorry to Megan. I appreciate everyone who brought this to my attention. Hannah. So this is what Hannah had to say. Let me know in the comment section, do you think that the people were right for feeling some type of way about what Hannah had said, okay, about Bongo 2? The next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Chappell Roan, okay? It seems like Chappell Roan might have been a barb in her previous, before she became this famous, because every other chance that she gets, she's always giving Nicki Minaj her flowers. When recently asked on a red carpet what her all-time favorite lyrics are, guess who she decided to cite? Yes, you guessed it right, none other than Nicki Minaj. She did say that her favorite lyrics are from the song Itty Bitty Piggy. Okay, now when you listen to Chappell Roan, personally I wouldn't be surprised that she was a barb, because a lot of barbs that I know are people who actually are very creative and artistic by nature, so I'm not shocked by that. However, it seems like one of Megan's fans was not having it. They felt like, listen, she is a colorist, because how dare they don't mention Megan when she has some of the most iconic verses. Now I don't even know what to say about this. I don't know if this is paranoia, craziness, or whatever you want to call it, delusional, I don't know. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to talk about Drake. Now, it seems like Drake might be begging the FIFA halftime World Cup halftime performance. In a recent interview, a FIFA executive was talking, to one interviewer, and they were just basically being pitched the idea that it would be iconic for Drake to actually perform at the World Cup halftime show, given that recently Kendrick Lamar performed at the Super Bowl, and that Kendrick Lamar was throwing shots at Drake, and so that lady was suggesting that it would be iconic if you were to give Drake that platform, and that man was open to that idea. They were like, listen, we have worked with Drake in the past, and that's actually a good idea. I think I still have his number. And so some people are getting excited and are saying that, listen, these people should make it happen. But I don't know if Drake should be performing diss tracks on that FIFA stage. If anything, I would like to see him perform some of his classics. He doesn't need to perform the dissing songs and stuff like that. I do feel like if he performs his classics, it would be something. And as usual, this brought about the battle between what's bigger, the Super Bowl or the World Cup. And I've realized that, listen, we are never going to see eye to eye about this. And I don't have the energy to be fighting people in my comment section, okay? The World Cup versus Super Bowl thing, I've done it before when Nicki was doing that song for the World Cup. And it seems like we will always have different opinions when it comes to this. So I will let that one rest. If you guys want to argue it out in the comment section, you're free to do that. But I personally will not be engaging, because that conversation will forever go on and go on and go on. And I'm tired. Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to talk about Tory Lanez, okay? It seems like Tory Lanez is insinuating that Kelsey might be the one who did the deed when it comes to Bongo 2, because in one of his songs in the outro, he does say that, listen, I protected 2 black women. I protected one from going to jail and one from being, that word of using the weapon. So yeah, people are saying, so all this while it's Kelsey who did the deed, but people are turning on Tory Lanez and this and that. And I don't know if I should take Tory's word for this one, honestly. I do feel like that incident that happened amongst the three of them is very sensitive, and only the three of them at this point know the story. However, is it far-fetched that Tory Lanez probably took the fall for Kelsey? I don't think it is far-fetched, because I feel like a part of him probably felt guilty, because if he was messing with Kelsey, messing with Bongo 2 behind Kelsey's back and being the subject, being discussed between the friends, whilst they're fighting, and I don't know if weapons were pulled out and stuff like that. I think he felt bad about that, to the point where he felt like, if that was the case, obviously, if he's not the one who did the actual deed, that's hypothetically speaking, of course, it's not far-fetched that he would probably feel some type of way to say, listen, I caused this chaos and now this is happening, and maybe he decided to just make sure that Kelsey doesn't go under the jail. So I don't know, you guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. The Tory Lanez and these two girls situation, at this point only they know the truth. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to talk about the Laffy Taffy alien. For those of you who do not know who that is, thanks to Nicki Minaj for giving him that nickname. It's Stephen A. Smith, okay? The Laffy Taffy alien got into it with Lebron, allegedly, and this was over the criticism that is constantly giving, Lebron's son. And it seems like from the footage, Lebron was not having it. And personally, I was here for all of it, okay? That man has got such a loud mouth, okay? And I'm glad that the people in his field, where he's supposed to be focusing on, are checking him. Because listen, focus on getting checked by LeBron, basketball, sports, and all of these things. Just leave Nicki Minaj alone, because when she signed that title deal, you were not there. I understand that you probably want to guzzle that man's the title swindlers, the sausage of that man, of the title swindler. But like, for him to always be inserting himself and speaking in such a way about Nicki Minaj, I don't like it at all, and I don't appreciate it. And I'm very happy that LeBron got the opportunity to check that half bald headed man, because yeah, he does act tough when he's talking about women, but he didn't seem to have the energy when mighty LeBron decided to check him. So yeah, thank you very much, you guys, for watching. What do you think about Stephen A. Smith? Do you feel bad for him for getting checked, or are you just like, yeah, he deserves it? Okay, he has such a loud mouth, you should be able to back it up, huh? And so thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.